tried, but only a few have made it. This is gauntlet mode. You have 5 lives left.
Ready, lap 35, go! Set, lap 35, let's go now, right 20!
Welcome to gauntlet mode. I'm Larry Ridley. You failed on your first rep.
Here we go, white 18!
That was a bit surprising. No worries. Still 5 lives left. It is equivalent to the golden ticket. Here's a golden extra life challenge. Don't panic now. You've got 6 lives left.
Here we go, white 18! Here we go, white 18! Go!
Keep your head in the game. Still 5 lives left.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Go.
Good luck with this. The boss is not forgiving as I am.
Ready. Lap 35. Hey. Set. White 18. Set. White 20. White go.
Good luck. You made it to this level. Can you deal with the boss?
Here we
Okay. All right. Just relax. 4 lives left. Keep cool. You've got 3 lives left. Just 2 lives left. I'm Larry Ridley, and we've just cleared the playing field. You're the next lucky contestant. This is Gauntlet.
Go!
Don't get discouraged. You still have 5 lives left. Here you go. All the pressure's on you, my friend. Remember, the ladder moves up and down. RELAX. Relax. 4 lives left. All right, 3 lives left. Time to pick it up. Just 2 lives left.
Green 39! Green 39!
your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. It's gonna get wild when we come out, like gonna get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. might be okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with your. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, spallin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I rarely worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, money long way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Titans going up against the Cowboys. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The Wildcat, McFadden, Elliott, and he's got Rome. Oh, look at the juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. They direct snap it to McFadden. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Here we go, left 35.
On 4th down, Romo. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
And there you go, Tony Romo to Des Bryant. That often serves as an electrical charge for their offense.
And a warning to the defense, beware.
Yeah, that's the first one of the day. You have to figure there's plenty more to come.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Ready, left 35.
They'll try to run it with Morris. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go, ready, 20.
Running with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here goes the former Cowboy starts, DeMarco Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Sean Lee with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and long here. It's Romo. And that is incomplete. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Romo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Another phenomenal play by Dez Bryant. I would dare say that we expect him to catch the ball, even one-handed, way more than we expect him to not catch it. He works at it. He has the body type for it, those long arms, and he's so strong, and his grip is terrific. If you shake his hand, you'll find that out. One of the reasons they're able to go up and get it, they work at it incessantly. And Dez Bryant, he's one of the best in the game at doing it.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Titans getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mariota, complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Sean Lee in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Romo. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Romo being chased out left. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing again is Romo, eluding the pressure right. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Guard, guard, guard!
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. Okay, Brandon, work with me here. Let's analyze this situation. A touchdown here, that could be the knockout blow in the second quarter. But if they go for it and don't get it, that could bring life to the other sideline.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Kellen Moore keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. He cuts it right. Cuts it out to the sideline. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. I don't know many coaches that would have the guts, the nerve to do this in the Super Bowl, but they did it, and it paid off.
Well, if you were a head coach, you would have done it. I know you. You have that type of nerve, similar to Sean Payton in Super Bowl 44 with New Orleans when he did it against Indianapolis.
That's exactly right. By the way, I definitely would not have kicked. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go to Elliott again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Romo gives to Elliott. And he'll lose yard. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Romo not coming off the field. He's going to lead the offense up here on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Romo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Mariota, he's got time. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Cedric Thornton forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run here. This is Dexter McCluster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. So is this... You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. He juked him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Romo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, nice move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready, right 20. Right 20.
Now a first down throw. Romo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Here we go.
Romo here on first down. Going right side, he has Witten. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Now they go screen. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 4th down, Romo. Forced out to his left. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know I'm wandering into cliche territory, but when DeMarco Murray's not piling up yards, it has an adverse effect on his team.
And we are bearing witness to that here in this game. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And his pass incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. third down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they're operating in the red zone. Mariota now on 2nd down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it's incomplete. So incomplete on... On 2nd down, Mariota again. That's complete right around the 8. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game. If the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the screen pass. 33 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keep...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it,
Murray fighting, lost the football, and his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 64 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Out come the Titans now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
yeah.
Because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count.
First down. Mariota. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To the air again, Mariota. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Romo now to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down throw for Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Mariota. And the third down pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and the onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory.